trainers. I think I was wrong about Melmetal. Melmetal is a stage 1 metal type card, one of the few with the ability Hard Coat. This Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks, and it has one attack and a very expensive 4 energies, heavy impact for 120 damage. Initially, I tried to play around with this card a lot. I had virtually no success and kind of wrote off Steel very quickly as viable archetype. But one of my favorite websites for Pokemon TCG Pocket right now, which is Reddit, had a deck profile featuring this card that did really, really well in the current spotlight event, where you get up to 45 wins to get some extra prizes and basically the concept of the deck is running it with Butterfree, which I've seen trending quite a bit lately. Up until the event, frankly, I only had one copy of Butterfree. It's one of my few rare cards that I don't totally have all copies of, but this fairly interesting card has the ability Powder Heal. Once you're in your turn, you may heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon. So pretty much the central theme of this deck is to, juice up Melmetal in whatever way you can. I'm going to show you my version of the deck first, which is different. And then halfway through the video, I'm going to show you the exact version of the Reddit deck, how the person played it, and some thoughts behind it. But my list for this is 2 Caterpies, 2 Metapods, 2 Butterfrees, 1 Mawile, which I think is a little bit of an interesting card, especially for metal. It has Crunch, which does 20. Flip a coin of heads, discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. If Melmetal is not your first basic Pokemon on the bench, first basic Pokemon in the active spot, Mawile helps quite a bit stall you out, so you can get your 4 energies on your Melmetal here, your Meltan being that first one. And for items, as I always say, play around with these, do what works for you, do what you like the best. But personally, I'm rocking 2 potions, 1 XP, just to kind of help Butterfree come back for that one, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Professor's Research, and 2 Sabrinas. Let's dive into some games. Before we dive into some games, I want to talk about the fact that I am only running Metal Energy. I'm not running dual energies. I tried it for a little bit, but Melmetal needing 3 of the metals. I'm already not a big fan of the dual colors, but you need 3 metal energies on this, and if you get a grass, like, kind of screwed. So definitely recommend running 1 type of energy, but trying it out with 2, seeing how it feels, and if you like it, stick with it. But I personally would not recommend it. I have not hit my 45 wins on my main account, so we are going to play with this deck, which I've lovingly titled Helium. I'm not sure why. It felt elementally, it felt grassy. Don't ask. Don't ask about it, but I'm excited to show you guys this deck. Again, I wrote Melmetal off, Meltan off. I wrote Steel off, frankly, all together, at the beginning of the set A1, the Genetic Apex, whatever you want to call it. But Reddit will occasionally win you over on a lot of different things. I love seeing different decks over there. I love featuring them. I love, playing around with them as I can, because I feel like we've kind of unpacked the top 1 and 2 decks, which I'm going to talk about later in this week from the set pretty plainly. Okay, this is an okay start for me. Kangaskhan can 1 Oko. They get 2 heads. That has happened to me in my testing a little bit, but I like Caterpie. You can, get out your other Caterpie. You can get out your other Butterfree. You can get out, anything you need. Right now I need the Butterfree, right? In Caterpie, you need the colorless, a colorless for this Find a Friend. Metapod, you can also do a little bit of chip damage if you need to, with the 30 Bug Bite, 2 colorless as well. I personally have not found a scenario where if I've invested more than 1 energy into my Butterfree line, but it's definitely something you can do. I am going to research here, see what we pull out of this deck here. Okay, here's our Meltan. Pop him down here. If I had an X speed, I would swap, but because I don't have an X speed, I'm going to Friend of a Friend here, and then next turn I will swap, because a mass is really helpful. I didn't cover a mass initially. Okay, our hand's pretty full, but it takes a metal energy from your energy zone and attaches it to this Pokemon, so it just really helps you get accelerated a lot faster with your Meltan. You can do it in 2-ish turns instead of 4, but again, they can totally knock this out here, and they can also knock this out, which I'm not a big fan of. Hopefully they miss one. It's not huge odds to do it, and there aren't a lot of Kangaskhan's even running around. There's more Farfetches running around than anything, but frankly, I think a lot of folks just keep their deck really trim right now. But okay, that's one. Please don't hit the second one. Okay. This I can deal with. This I can deal with. I still don't like this, especially the fact that they can maybe get it. If I have Sabrina, I can Brina. Okay, we're gonna hopefully not get another Caterpie here, but it won't be the end of the world if we do. We'll still research this turn as well. Okay, we did get another Caterpie. That's fine. It's fine. We're going to do this, and then we're going to Metapod here. And then actually, this order was not right. So what we'll do is we'll potion. This lets us play around. You know what? Whatever. It lets us play around the Kangaskhan, killing it. So we're just gonna toss 1 energy on here. Do a Professor's Research. We want to get this out up front as quick as we kind of can. There's our Melmetal. There's our Melmetal again. So I'm gonna go ahead and just evolve this here, just because we we can. I don't have a lot else to do this turn, frankly, but this hand is kind of exciting. The fact that I have 2 of the Butterfree, so I can heal 40 every turn on it, in addition to dealing 20 less per attacks. This 20 also does count for Articuno when it hits your bench, so it prevents all damage from Articuno on the bench, which is cool to see. Okay, red card is not great for me. I definitely need to draw another Butterfree. I've burned through both researches already. There's Metapod, there's Mawile, there's Sabrina. Sabrina will work too. I can rock a Brina as well, but I really wish I had my Butterfree back. I'll probably evolve my other Caterpie here, frankly, and maybe if they hit no heads, I might do nothing. If they hit 2 heads, I will retreat. If they hit 1, a TBD. It's a TBD scenario. So I'm gonna get my Butterfree out, you know, like start rocking. Oh, just hit. That's what I say. That's what I say. Okay, and then it's only 1 to retreat this now, so we'll just boop, and we'll boop, and then we will boop this back. Retreat a Rooney, promote, powder heal. This heals everything as well. It doesn't just heal your active Pokemon or which Pokemon you pick, which is really cool. And then in 2 turns, you know, we will be able to do some damage. And I'm sitting here, I'm waiting for them to evolve this into Dragonite before I force it up. Melmetal's interesting in that it's so preventative. It's definitely not S tier, definitely not A tier. I'd call it B tier if you play it well, maybe B minus tier. You can knock out a lot of stuff in 1 hit, specifically Pikachu EX. It's very strong against Pikachu EX generally. It is very weak against Mewtwo EX. It's not great against Sabrina Sabrina. It's not great against... Oh, this is gonna slow me down again. Hopefully I get an X speed. I don't think I've used, but I just knew the Butterfree wouldn't die. Maybe I should have just given them the Metapod. Knocked out, whatever. And that's 2. Don't love that, but all good because I want to try to get energies on this, and they still don't have a lightning or electric angle here. So you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to retreat it still, but okay. I'm gonna Brina, force the retreat. They haven't hit a single lightning, nor have they, you know, done anything with this. Okay, they're gonna go with that. We're gonna retreat this, promote the Melmetal, powder heal. I might just sacrifice the Metapod here. Is this 1 to retreat also? Yeah, because I need if they stall me out long enough, they're gonna be able to knock me out, right? That's the problem here. But you know, they've used 1 Brina. Hopefully they don't have another one in their hand. They might. They've only got 7 cards in their deck. The odds are fine. They're not necessarily good or bad, but you know, go ahead, hit your 1 heads, hit your 2 even. I'll be all right. Yeah, so this we can pretty much we heal all the way through, which is really cool. It only does 10, and I'll heal for 20. And we have another Butterfree here, which is awesome. 3 energies. We're just gonna, you know, infinite heal here. Powder heal, boom. 20, boom, powder heal again, 20. Still no thunder energy on their end. This is pretty much how these games play. If you guys want fast games, it's not this. We didn't get to show off Mawile, but Mawile is a great card to start with, just to kind of get some chip in. Pretty much I want to invest 1 energy into something, whether that's Caterpie or Mawile, and then everything else pretty much should go into Meltan and Melmetal. I wish I would have accelerated a little bit quicker here, but it's all good. It doesn't always work out like this. And 2. Oh, still doesn't matter. Only 40. I'm actually gonna hit you for 40. And again, still no lightning here. There's our X speed. Here's this. Boom. Let's just powder heal for 20. This is pretty much the cycle of gameplay for this. We're definitely gonna play another game. I really want to get a Pikachu game. And then after that second game, we'll hit the midpoint and I will switch to showing you all the exact Reddit deck that spurred my inspiration. That spurred this all. All right, there's number 1 knock, 2 to go. But, you know, we're ramped up. We're kind of, you know, unless they can one-shot us, which with Dragonite, you know, they can. It's not impossible, but it's unlikely. And I don't have my other one. If we don't, I guess 2 of those cards in there are Meltan and Melmetal. 1 is X speed, maybe some potions. There's red card. That's fine. That's fine. I'm literally not using any of that anyways. Potion, Sabrina, and Mawile. All right. We're gonna flip their head of Roonies. Is there a thunder over there? I feel like it might be. It's looking a little yellow. Looking a little... Ooh. Okay. I'm definitely going to Sabrina them, I think. Okay, here's our Meltan. Toss them down. Let's Sabrina them. See what they decide to do. They're probably going to do their Dratini, which is fine. Then I'm curious what they promote. Like, do they promote their Dragonair? Do they not? We're gonna just give this to you just in case we don't need to. Butterfree at all. The powder heal. Boom, there's that one shot. And it won't one shot Dragonite, obviously, but it will get it in 2 and it will reduce it as well. There's 2. Then they'll probably promote the Dragonair. Oh, they did not. That's so expensive. That means they don't have Dragonite in their hand. They have 4 cards and Dragonite's not one of them. There's no way. If they had Dragonite, they would have done it because it's their only out. It's their only out. Never touched another one. They've got 4 energies. I'm surprised it's not the concede angle here. I feel like that's pretty likely. But this is, like I said, it's pretty standard gameplay. You don't always get these 2 Butterfrees online, and you don't need the 2 Butterfrees online. It would be nice if I had a little safeguard with another Meltan, another Melmel, you know, like loaded up here. Oh, here it is. Towards the bottom. How many? 2 cards left. Yeah. Okay. That's gonna be game, right? We're gonna just boop, boop, play it out as adults do. Hit and hit. Hit him with the thank you at the end. Dragonite, you know, the deck's a little rough to begin with, a little slow. This deck I also, you know, played pretty slow this go around as well, which was not great, but that's okay. I mean, I think the biggest like error that I didn't like was not retreating the Caterpie and accelerating, but promoting the Metapod. But there was a chance, you know, that the Kangaskhan could have knocked it out. So just something to think about. We will move on into match number 2. I slowly climb my victories up. Match number 2, hopefully we're gonna go second, going first. I was talking about this in the podcast with Nina, if you guys have checked that out, but I think I'm gonna, no, they're gonna hit me, so I'm gonna do this. I really wish if we flipped heads, you could just pick. Like you could pick heads or tails. You could pick first or second, because in this scenario, I'd 100% of the time pick second. Ooh, a Snorlax wall. Some people say noob bait. I say I disagree. Let's give me either my Meltan or my Mawile. I'll take the Meltan. That looks good. So I'm glad I have the Caterpie up here because basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna friend of a friend, and then I'm gonna set my Meltan up. I'm curious what they're loading up. With mine, I load up a Blastoise. That's where I think this kind of shines, or Dragonite too. But otherwise, I'm not really. Okay. Known. Let's see if they don't get a Thunder or Lightning Energy or whatever we want to call it. Flavor of the week this go around. So I need to play fast. So what I don't have my... Okay, we'll put one on friend of a friend and we'll use it this turn. And the next turn we're going to use a mass. We're going to use a mass. We're going to go quick. Because they're not going to get to do much and I want to just get it out as fast as possible. Okay, there's Metapod. This time we will retreat first. We will not evolve our Meltan. And then we will evolve our Metapod and we will amass. Okay, they're attaching on the Snorlax, which I really don't recommend. Really don't recommend. But here's our research. Okay, let me hit this first. Let me boop, 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 boom, boom. I'm gonna mass. I'm not gonna research because I feel like they're gonna have a red card. And then next turn, I have a lot of options. And my options are evolve and attach an energy, or don't evolve and attach an energy. I think I want to get it. Either way, I can attack next turn. Actually, I'm going to mass this turn. And I will evolve the next turn. And then we'll be able to knock it. Don't have our Butterfree yet, but the second we draw one, we'll be able to use it. We're not going to be able to do 60. They have a Thunder cooked up, but it's going to be too slow. Like, they'll be able to retreat it, but it's fine. Like, I just need one Sabrina to draw, and it's pretty much over. Boom. Bump the Melmetal, boom, bump the Butterfree. I think this deck is pretty strong against Dragonite. I haven't had any issues. I am going to Oak here because I want my Brina. I want to Brina them out of existence. We're gonna heavy impact. Because this deck I found to be pretty consistent. Even if you just get the Mawile first, like Crunch is cool. Like flip a coin, discard random energy. This kept me going for like a while. Like it was up against the Sand Slash. Oh, they're gonna go for rollout. This is a crazy like way to play this. Do you not have your Dragonair? Here, you can have Caterpie. I don't care. Have it. I don't need this anymore. You can have the point. My bench is pretty big. Yeah. Here you go. I'm not gonna give you like I could have put a Butterfree, I guess, but I think I'll be fine with a knock. Like, frankly, I'm not worried about it. I can't get another Butterfree into play, so there's gonna be 2 dead cards in here, but it's fine. I'll do this. We're going to impact. Boom. Call it a day. And then they don't have Dragonair up. They don't have 2 energies on this. They only have 1. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. If you guys are running Snorlax with Dragonite, I don't put energies on it. I think. All right, is this gonna be Gamer-Rooney? I feel like it might be. Yeah. so let's get one more. Let's get one more in here. I want to see it up. I want to see you guys see it get smoked to Mewtwo, or to go up against Pikachu, which is usually what I'm running up against in the Emblem event, which is why I'm specifically playing this. Because I really like it against Pikachu, especially when he goes second. And then it's terrible against Mewtwo. It's just garbage, frankly, which is fine. I just wanted something unique, something interesting, something to give you guys a chance to play with some more of the free promo cards. Like, you probably have 2 Butterfrees at this point. You might not have 2 Melmetals, but just giving you some ideas to use for Butterfree and to use for the event cards. Like, be creative with it. I think Butterfree has more potential than we've initially explored, and I like how the meta... Okay, am I going second? Not bad. Okay. Again, Caterpie has been one of my favorite cards in the beginning. If you scroll way back, my first deck profile is Caterpie. It's just usually Caterpie. Because I just thought it was so cool. I thought Find a Friend was such a cool concept. And I might just lose on turn 1 if I get Mistied, which is fine. I'll take the beating. I'll take as with any deck. I'll absolutely take. Okay, they don't have Misty. That's cool. I have not played this up against a Misty lineup, but I mean, oh, Blastoise angle. Okay, red card me. That's fine. My hand wasn't great. That's fine. Pokeball, Butterfree, Metapod. Pokeball. This is a pretty good hand. Gonna be thinned down. X-Speed as well. All right, Pokeball. Hopefully we grab a Metapod out of here. Hopefully this is a Melmel. Oh, another Caterpie. Not really what I wanted. If I was my opponent, I think I'd be really confused. I'd be like, Caterpie's only metal energy. Suspicious. We're going to boom, 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 boom. Hopefully it's Metapod. Either Metapod or Butterfree. All that's left. Boom, Metapod. Nice. So next turn, frankly, I'll probably evolve this into Metapod, and then I'll probably evolve it into Butterfree, and then promote the Meltan at some point. He's gonna start doing Blizzard. Do they not have Misty? Ooh, okay. It looks like they maybe don't have Misty, which is really cool if that's true. What I could do is Find a Friend again for the other Metapod. I'll deal 40, and then I can retreat this. Okay, try this. I'm worried about the 80. Anything? A Mass, but I don't have a Meltan in my hand, or Melmel in my hand, so that's not good. I really need that if I want to be successful. They're gonna hit for 40 on the Caterpie. I will retreat it, but I only have 10 left, but I'll be able to get the Butterfree out, so I'll be able to mitigate. Okay, just kidding. I'm not sure what the angle is here, because I think I have to do the Metapod into the Butterfree. I'm sad that they were able to knock that out with Giovanni. That was a good play on their part. Probably thought I was running. I don't know what they thought. Here's Metapod. This is not great against the birds because the cost is kind of expensive. So I'm just gonna Mel here, and I'm going to Butterfree. Boom. And I'm going to energy him. I'm just gonna leave Butterfree alone right now. I'm not gonna play Mawile out. I need 2 turns to stall, so it'll deal 80, and I can get to 140. So I think I let Butterfree eat this one, then I pull it back, and I pull up Melmetal. Yeah, I will like how we'll get to see that Articuno does not deal 10 to the bench here, which is cool. So the ability is pretty null. You're also running Lapras, C0, boom, love that. And then Butterfree will be able to heal through the Ice Wing. We'll be able to heal through any Ice Wing. And I have an X-Speed, so we're gonna do this. X-Speed. Gonna pull our Butterfree back. Treat. Bump our Melmel up. Definitely need to poison, powder heal, poison heal, whatever. Let's draw 2. Hopefully it's another Meltan, maybe. There's a Metapod. There's Sabrina. Okay, so next turn we can force a switch, which is good. We can drop Mawile on the bench. I don't think we need to. We already lost a Caterpie, right? So these 2 cards are dead. I'm gonna drop Mawile down just because the only other basic I have is Meltan to use in here. Sabrina. It would be nice to get their Squirtle out, but I don't think that's gonna work. I think I'm just gonna have to go for the Articuno knock which I should be able to get because they're going to deal 60. I'll heal 20, so they'll deal 40. Okay, it's pretty much only dealing 40-ish. They could, if they have Sabrina, I'm just going to give them the Mawile. I need the Butterfree. Okay, they're going for a Squirtle here. Okay, 60. Yep, and then we'll heal 20. We will be able to live through this, which is really big. And then I'm going to, boom, there's my energy. Go ahead and heal through it. Auto heal. I'll get their knock in 2. Now we're at 90. Hit for 120. I'll get the knock on it next turn if they don't retreat it. They might retreat it. There's a chance. So this will heal for hit for 60. I'll have 30. I'll be able to Butterfree up to 50. War Turtle hits for 50 for 2 energy. So we should be safe there. Blastoise can hit for 60 for 3 energy. Let's see what they do. Frankly, they might just promote up to Lapras just to stall. Might not be bad. Just stall a little bit more. Okay, not the Lapras angle. A potion would be so good. Okay, Meltan, that's also fine. We'll go Meltan. We'll go energy. We'll go heal. This is why sometimes I like 2 Butterfrees in the mix, because you get the heal. I'm not sure what they were going to do here. We got 50. Their Articuno's gone. They don't have a War Turtle. I thought, 3 energies, they could get the knock with Blastoise. No, it deal 40. Surf does 60 for 3. No, I think they can do 100 for 3, actually, with Blastoise. As someone who runs Blastoise all the time, you think I'd remember. But I, in fact, do absolutely not. Okay, there's a Sabrina here. Okay, Blastoise can do... Okay, it is 100 for 3. That's what I thought. I'm just gonna win. Like, I don't... I don't need this. I don't need the drama. But again, this deck has been solid. Like, it's not super hard to get out. It's really chunky with Butterfree. Butterfree's cool. I've been playing around Butterfree a little bit and some other stuff too, just for her ability. I think that's one of my favorite things in Pocket, to just look at an ability and then run it from there. Like Hypno, you can kind of run in anything. Butterfree's just expensive because it's a stage 2, but it works. Like, you have 2 main attackers, you have a main theme for the deck, you have hit and heal, hit and heal, hit and heal. Like, it works. I think it's solid. I absolutely love it. I've been really, again, you just saw like wipe the floor 3 in a row. Yeah, Mewtwo, you're gonna get smoked. Pikachu, you can beat. And I wish I should have seen a Pikachu one here, but maybe we will on the next deck. I'm now going to switch over to the deck from Reddit that I saw that inspired this all. Hello, you've reached the midpoint of the video. I'm trying something new where instead of asking you 15 questions at the end of the video, I'm gonna ask you one now that you can answer down below in the comments. How do you feel about Butterfree? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's overhyped by all the content creators right now? I would love to let you know, and let's move right into the Reddit deck profile. So this is the exact Reddit post that I saw with this. Piolin27, shout out. 45 wins with Butterfree Melmetal. Here are my thoughts. They're running 2 Butterfrees, 1 Caterpie, 1 Farfetch'd, 1 Giovanni. The 1 Caterpie here is pretty interesting. 2 Melmetal, 2 Meltans, 2 Metapods, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Potions, 2 Research, 2 Sabrinas, 1 X-Speed. The list isn't too dissimilar for mine. The biggest thing is I'm running 2 Caterpies, no Farfetch'd, and 1 Mawile. I'm running 1 Mawile instead for my difference. And they basically wrote up this long justification, which is really cool. I will link the Reddit post in below, and you should definitely check it out. We're just going to dive right into some games with this specific deck profile. Okay, now we have switched up our profile. I'm still going to rock these emblem events. I really want to face up against a Pikachu, but it doesn't always work out with the recording sessions, which is fine. But again, this deck's super strong. The Farfetch'd tech that the Redditor talked to, especially if you do end up looking at the post, they say basically is they really like having Farfetch'd because they can knock out Mewtwo faster with Farfetch'd. Because like I was saying, they basically, lock in 1 energy. We're going second, so which is cool. You're going second, you're dealing 40, and then you can deal 120. So if you can hit into Farfetch'd a little bit with whatever you're doing, like hit into your opponent's Mewtwo with Farfetch'd, you're just more likely to take that specific counterpart, which they were obviously running into a lot. I was running into a lot previous. I'm surprised I've seen 0. When I was practicing, I practiced probably, I usually practice about 10 games. I think that's when I did 7 or 8 with it, and I was like, oh, this is strong, because I was already playing around with a few profiles for Butterfree, so I understood, what need, oh, okay, wait, there's a problem. we have a problem. And something when you go to edit these decks is it automatically reassigns your energy. And this automatically reassigned my energy back to grass out of metal. So hopefully we get lucky. I'm going to change it after this match. I don't want to concede because I do still want to show, I want to show if you can win like this. As you guys know, if you've been around, I'm not a fan of the dual color decks. Dragonite makes me upsetty because of the way that it is, but you know, you live, you learn, you try again. I wonder if this does 20 less damage from attacks. Okay, I was curious if it prevented poison damage, but it looks like it definitely does not. So we have a metal energy. Hopefully we just get more metal energies. Okay, we did not, which is okay for a moment. I'm gonna leave him in the Farfetch'd, and here's another Butterfree. Here's another Metapod. Now my issue, quote unquote issue, with this deck is that you only have one Caterpie. I really don't like the idea that you only have one Caterpie, because basically that's telling me I cannot put it in the active spot. Like I absolutely, under no circumstances can that Caterpie be in the active spot, because then you'll lose it, and you really need the healing from the Butterfrees. And if you lose the Caterpie, you have 4 dead cards in your deck out of the 20. Almost like 20% of your deck is dead cards, which is bad. Very, very bad, in my opinion. And there's a knock on Farfetch, so pretty much I'm gonna have to tank and get lucky on my energies. I will try and decide if, you know, the energies would have mattered, but hopefully it's a metal. Okay, it is a metal energy. As long as I keep being metal energies, we'll be fine. We just need 2 more metal energies, 1 colorless, 1 more. So 1 more. I need 1 more metal energy to pop up. They're gonna deal 30. We don't have, you know, really anything. I'm just gonna potion it. So they'll deal 10. They'll deal like 30-ish every turn with the poison. But if we just need 2 turns to live, and we'll get the knock on it. But we saw the Farfetch tech. It is there. One thing they talked about in the Reddit post as well is they only have 1 Caterpie, because they found the Caterpie to be like a dead card sometimes. Like they didn't want it out in the active spot. But then I kind of feel that way about Farfetch. But then in my version, I ran them a while. So again, I think there's quite a room to play. Okay. Woo! It didn't matter. It didn't matter this time, but you know, it probably in the future will matter. I'm gonna go ahead and potion here just because I get nervous. For some reason, they'll be able to knock me out, even though I think it's literally impossible for the knockout here. But this got lucky. I'm not sure what our opponent was doing. Maybe they just have like a bad hand. Maybe they don't have another, you know, they can't use Koga. They don't have another basic. I assume this would be Wheezing. It looks like Wheezing Muck. I think the Wheezing Arbok angle is quite a bit stronger. Maybe they're running 1 Muck. 1 Muck, 1 Coughing. 1 Muck, 1 Grimer in here, and it's dead now that they lost their Grimer. But we're gonna get the win here. This is okay. We're gonna do a little bit more fights here. I'm just gonna attach. I am going to change my grass energy out. Just something to pay attention to that there on this next one, because you know we very much could have not gotten it. Very much could have not worked out. But that's our first one with our Reddit edition of it. And just in case this is something you all are not aware of, when you're in your deck profile and you click on your energy section right here, you can click on it again when it's zoomed in, and you can actually uncheck an energy. I know this is something I wasn't aware of at first, but just for a deck like this and any of the double type decks you want to run, that's the way to do it. Author of this deck lovingly titled it Butt Metal, to a combination of Butterfree and Meltan, Butt Metal. I think it's solid. I liked it. That was clever. I love a creative deck name. Love a creative deck name. Pikachu. Please tell me this is a Pikachu opponent. We're going first. I'd rather go second. Whatever, it's fine. There's Psychic. Oh, perhaps a Mewtwo with Farfetch'd. But we're going first. It's not ideal in this scenario, or frankly in most scenarios. Okay, definitely Mewtwo. Let's see if we can wipe the floor with the Mewtwo. I do think Farfetch'd is like definitely the start you want for it, but going second is absolutely not the start. Okay, here's Caterpie on the bench. Okay, we've got our Caterpie line in here. I think I'm going to hold this because of red card. That's going to be the idea here. Hopefully we get a few more cards. If they play Mewtwo on their bench, next turn what I would love to do is I would love them to play Mewtwo on their bench. I would love to Sabrina. I would love to evolve my Caterpie into a Metapod. And I would love to hit their Mewtwo for 40. And then I would love to get a Meltan. Okay, I have another roll. It's not what I want. They're going to Ram-a-rooney me. Not great. So I'm at 50 for the Mewtwo knock, but it looks like they didn't get it. Because if they had gotten it, I feel like they probably would have played it in this event. Hopefully we draw our Meltan. There he is. Little buddy. Boom. Pop him down. Hit him for 40. I think this is the perfect Mewtwo start. The perfect start against Mewtwo. I will still be absolutely floored I think we managed to win it, but if we do, it just shows the potential, and it's fun, and it doesn't have any EX cards in it. You have the Butterfree cards for free. You might not have the Melmetal. I think that was one of my last rare cards to get, but depending on what kind of packs you open, you might have it already. I am actually going to Sabrina them, I think. Oh, actually, no. They're gonna hit me for 30. You're gonna hit me for 30? You need a potion, my guy. Or you're gonna get schmacked. Absolutely schmacked. Maybe this is, okay, I see you. I see you with the potion. I do not have a potion. They're gonna hit me for 30. I will be at 20. I'll be able to go back to 40 with the Butterfree, which is great. Butterfree is the it girl, I think, of the micro pocket meta that keeps evolving. Something interesting that I've seen people say with a lot of live service games, if you left it in the same state, like if we didn't change out the cards for a year, which would be kind of stale, but a lot of people theorize that the meta would just continually progress. Like it just change over and over and over and over. And I just think that's something really cool to consider and think about, because I think that's right. Because even just being a creator right now, it's just like popping in and seeing a bunch of different videos and different things that are happening. I feel like people are constantly changing and innovating. Like no one's playing Butterfree. Butterfree'd been out before the event. It's a day one card. It's not super complicated to get, but no one's been like, Butterfree's OP, OGO. I love to see it. I think I'm just gonna hit for 40. I'm gonna play around red card. Play around red card, as the kids like to say. They have Gardevoir in their hand. We will lose Farfetch'd, but that's just something I think we have to accept. I can't beat that. They might. Okay, there's our Mewtwo. Got the immersive, probably the best one. Crown, yeah, the immersive. I really like the immersive over the crown rare. Most of the time actually I like all the immersives better than the crown rare. I was shocked. I remember when this first came out that it wasn't the rarest that it was. And there's actually been a leak that there's an even more rare card coming as well, which is cool. Are they gonna swap up their Mewtwo? Is this a Mewtwo angle? If they get too many Gardevoirs online, it's gonna be sad for me. They will one-shot me. This Mewtwo does one-shot, and I'm not close to. Okay, there's Sabrina. Here, you can care. Have this. I'm at X speed. I'm just gonna swap it out. Just promote Farfetch. They won't knock it out next turn anyways. They have no cards in their hand. Here's a really cool for me actually. We're going to beep, LOL. Going to pull the Butterfree back. Is the Reddit deck, oh, I almost said that wrong, more optimal than the deck I cooked against Mewtwo? Probably. It frankly seems like uniquely situated to like shit on Mewtwo, which is funny. So if they potioned here and I have Giovanni, I still get through. And I think that's important. So they've got another Mewtwo that they've now pulled out of their deck. They've got 9 cards. Dang, this is like a rough spot to be in. They're just gonna hit for 50. I'm just gonna hit you for 40 again, frankly. And then I will, go for the beatdown. Actually, I don't know if I want to lose Farfetch'd. I don't know if that's worth losing. I think I might want to keep it. Because they have to draw like so much. They could accelerate and hit for 150. There's a chance that they hit for 150 next turn. Like 2 of their cards in this deck are Gardevoir. So I feel like it's not worth losing my Melmetal over. I think I just let Farfetch pass away. I think that's gotta be right. We can still heal it up. I don't want to research or Sabrina. I want to chill. They don't have anything though. I'm not even looking for anything. I'm Sabrina. I have research. Yeah, we'll just heal here. We're just gonna hit for 40. We can't get the knock. We're 1 short on our energy. If we had gone second, we'd be in this situation where we'd be fine. But I don't want the chance. The small chance. Maybe it's not even that small. I don't want there to be a chance that we lose Melmetal. And then they're Meltan. Dang, I always get these words wrong. Okay, they're gonna sack this. They might promote this. Okay, they're just gonna sack that. Next turn, they won't be able to. There's your 1 prize. They won't be able to evolve and hit for 150, which is all I'm looking for. But I don't have anything on my bench now. Maybe, okay, here's another Meltan. Nice. Okay. Boop. Oh. Really like that pop sound it makes. It's very satisfying. Do I need anything? I do not. And then next turn, I will just Sabrina them for the Jeej. For the Jeej. I think this Mewtwo deck got unlucky because they opened into their Rolts and then they Pokeballed into their Rolts, which is pretty unlikely to happen. Well, like they had 2 Mewtwo's, only 1 Rolts. So you would have assumed that they're probably gonna got the Mewtwo. But unfortunately, they did not. You're going to hit me for 30, I mean, which I will not quite heal through, but almost. And as long as you don't have a Gardevoir, even if you do, yeah, that's game. So I mean, I see the Farfetch'd Mawile could have, you know, played as well in there. It wouldn't have been quite as close, but they still do a decent job. Again, both these decks I think are solid. I think they're fun. I think they're pretty interesting. I'm having a fun time with Butterfree. The one Caterpie is still extremely stressful, in my opinion. Like, for any reason to lose. Like, there's some people running one Rolts as well. So I wouldn't recommend 2 Caterpies, but I wanted to show off the Reddit. I wanted to show off, you know, where it all came from, what it was all from. I hope you all enjoyed this games. I hope, oh my gosh, I hope you all enjoyed these games, and I'll catch you all very soon.